So now we don't even know what their established game plan is. They're going to be banning out that Night Stalker, and they will snag up the gyrocopter for themselves. Provides even crazier team fight than what they got. Vacuum, call down, ice path, wall, holy tamale.
Team fight.
Yeah.
Team fight is the name of the game, and usually teams against team fight, it's two ways you can go about it. It's either you pick stronger team fight, or you do split pushing, which is Earthshaker and Windrunner. You know, there's a lot of ways you can do with these two heroes.
Yeah.
You can either be going for a more speed push route, depending on what you want to run later on, but they can also be heroes that excel in team fighting. Echo Slam, and you go for sometimes the Silencer against heavy team fighting lineups.
Yeah.
We call Silencer the combo breaker. You see the vacuum coming out, and
Yeah.
everything is done after that. You cannot chain your spells together.
That's very true. But if they build a dramatic amount of team fight, it's only one global. So if they like catch out the start of a vacuum, let's say, and they quickly silence, Monkey Business could quickly just disperse a bit and then work around the long cooldown of a global. But I agree, if NaVi do want to challenge Monkey Business to this crazy hectic team fight, either they need to go in with a stronger fight or some way to combo break it here. Rubik provides a nice boost here for NaVi because there's just a lot to steal from the other side because there's so many big ultimates and big team fight
Ice Path
spells. But yeah, Ice Path, that insta-cast is pretty damn nice.
And it also could be a hero that works with Monkey Business because they want to look to set up good lanes. So Rubik plus Gyrocopter could be a lane that's really difficult to deal with. So it's definitely, even though NaVi might want to, you know, you might want to sometimes consider picking a hero because it fits the opponent's lineup well. So you are taking away something that the opponent wants to pick.
Beastmaster. Those going to be snagged up.
Support Beastmaster or mid? Should be mid Beastmaster, I guess.
Do they play the mid Beastmaster? Miracle Beastmaster mid? No, we know obviously it's something of
he should be.
Fata
I
and
think he
Brax
should
like
be
to play.
playing the Gyro though, the Gyrocopter, and Big Daddy would be playing the mid Beastmaster. I think he's taking up more of the tempo control, the space maker, whereas Miracle is taking the more space consuming and farming orientated role.
Doesn't look like NaVi want to go into this team fight here. Spectre pick means they maybe want to take it later game.
It's a pick that also strengthens your team fight in some ways because you give vision early on, even though Spectre is a hero that wants to farm a lot. But when you get a few levels and some basic items like Aquila, maybe you get the drums if you want to fight better. But most of the time we see teams running Spec with just Aquila and maybe some place. I think Envy does the casual Morbid Mask so he can jungle, and then he goes for the Radiance after that. So Monkey Business going to finish their draft with even more team fight. Yeah. So it's going to be Beastmaster mid. Maybe Lich plus Darkseer, not a lane that we see too much. I mean, it's quite an unorthodox lane.
They can't just leave Darkseer alone.
Yeah, because Darkseer is a hero that doesn't, you know, you don't really need help.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's interesting because Darkseer you want to put Iron Shell on the creep, you want to push the wave. Whereas Lich you want to keep the wave at the same place with your sacrifice. So I'm not sure if you want to put the two heroes like this on the same lane. Maybe they have different ideas with this pick, but it certainly feels like they are going for team fight.
Yeah. And we don't know Lich and Jakiro to be ones to like roam around and gank. Like, look out for the incoming Jakiro gank, but I guess set up with an appropriate smoke. It's very tricky though, and I agree that their lane setup is going to be a bit awkward. It's like, holy God, he's coming, slow as molasses, but
Split push, pick off.
Yeah.
Bounty to play the vision game, so they have vision against the Beastmaster. Like both teams have vision controlling heroes. There's Beastmaster against the Bounty. So for NaVi, they're gonna look to stall time by pushing out waves with Fate Bolt, Power Shot, Fissure. Bounty will be moving around the map trying to secure information of the whereabouts of the Monkey Business heroes. Then Hovos will know where that is safe to farm. So they're gonna be looking to drag the game out as long as possible for Hovos to become like the strong Spectre late game, so you can actually take the game from there.
Doesn't that feel like pressure though for NaVi? Like, what if it doesn't go well? Is it just abandon ship again? Potentially.
I think Monkey Business this time will be the side that's looking to pressure the Spectre. The last game we saw NaVi being on the side to pressure the AM. This time around it's going to be Monkey Business looking to pressure the Spectre. I think it's going to be Lich plus Darks. Even though I feel it's weird to lane these two heroes together, but they are going to look to pressure the Spectre from the start.
Alright, fair enough. And my video is not jumping, so that's a good start here, winner, as you're going to be looking over my shoulder as we get the game underway. It's going to be game number 2 of this best of 3 here for the Summit 4. Both these teams still hanging in the upper bracket for now in the round of 2, but if Monkey Business are able to take a victory here, that would bump NaVi down, and they'd have to battle away from the lower bracket gauntlet here. So we'll have to see if it's going to work out for NaVi and what they anticipate going a bit in the later game, taking advantage, like you said, of that split push, of that map control, and having Havos farm up into a beautiful late game. But not if there's anything, if Monkey Business have to say about it with the ridiculous team fight here. It looks like they'll kind of scout out the top rune for now, but they'll be at their own. Funnick. So he was able to get up here. It looks like he planted a nice quick obs ward. He'll get the vision for himself. Can say the same for bottom here. Monkey Business would get a bit of ward on the side. So even split Winter. Both sides just kind of gonna have a bit of a mirror match here.
So the lanes are gonna be Wind Ranger against Beastmaster mid. That's gonna be obviously favorable for the Wind Ranger. Earthshaker, obviously you can't do much but get experience with using the fissure to block the wave. And it's going to be just coming down to how much the Spectre can get from the early game. How much is he going to get pressured? And here we go.
This happened last time. Early breakout.
Oh, this is really not good for NaVi.
Yeah, they need to back down. It looks like
they are going to not get the bounty rune on their mid hero, but they're going to get it on Funnick, which is something that you don't really want to happen. You always want to give it to the mid hero.
Yeah.
But this is just what they have to live with in this game. Dandy's going to play with that handicap. It's actually quite significant though. If you don't get the bounty rune, more or less the lane becomes a different situation for you.
And Fly is hanging around the mid lane too at the start, so it's going to be a bit annoying for Dendy here potentially. But they do have Soniko to kind of poke about, so it looks like he'll start with a brief 2-on-2 skirmish.
He actually started out by sacrificing one creep in the middle lane instead of going to pressure the Spectre, which was what I expected more.
Oh, heavy emphasis on Big Daddy in a successful mid lane setup, it looks like for now, and they're just saying that this Darkseer is going to be able to do his own thing. Maybe just hoping that Havos is going to have a hard time dealing with the Ion Shell.
I think just going back to the point where it's just weird to have Darkseer plus Lich on the same lane. Because they both really don't feel like they work together. So Darkseer alone is going to do fine against the Rubik plus Spectre. He's going to get a lot of experience and farm. And Spectre is going to take a lot of harass.
Indeed, going to win run here. And he will eat the Frost Nova, so Nico's going to poke in. He gets early damage on the Big Daddy here. If he can connect with maybe one more auto attack. What a shackle connecting from Dendy. Oh, needed one more right click. Not going to get it. Big Daddy will salve up. Very close there.
I think that was miscommunication though. Like Soneko didn't go in. I think even if he had to die to get that first blood, it's worth it.
Much worth it. But there's not going to be that kind of commitment. And the opportunity is going to be gone here. Checking out top lane, Funnick, who is going to continue to get zoned a bit here from Crit. That annoying early level in that Liquid Fire. It's going to force him to go through some early quick regen.
So I think from the lane setup itself, I would see Monkey Business coming out much better on top because Shaker's not going to get farm. And he's going to even struggle to get experience, whereas the Darkseer is going to be the difference maker. He's going to get much more farm than the Shaker and experience. Mid lane should be a wash, I guess. Maybe the Lich would actually put Beastmaster in a much more favorable position in the early game. So I think, Funnick, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, Flies there, slows him down. Dual Breath, he's going to be forced to dish out the fissure here, but he's only got somewhere to run. Oh, there's the Nova, there's the slow, there's the Liquid Fire, there's the kill. Crit's going to pick up that one. Business. Going to be picking up your first blood here. Not so hot for NaVi in another matchup where they can't afford to lose too much in the laning stage. Funnick is going to be off to a bit of a struggle here. Back at mid lane again, though. Soniko looking to commit deep this time. They're going to get the fissure catch. He's in, and it's going to be a bit of a split up here. Dendy tries to put damage on the Fly, and they're not going to be able to take down either target.
They are really having communication issues, though. Everyone is not on the same page, and whereas meanwhile bottom lane, they actually managed to kill off the Darkseer, which was jungling. I think he just dropped very low.
Oh, he catches back end there. They're able to finally get a hold of Big Daddy. Good power shot. Cleans him up. Dendy grabs that one, and NaVi do scrap together a couple of kills across the board, and now ahead 2-1.
Yeah, I think Darkseer was probably just low because of jungling, because I don't have my own camera, so I have no idea.
And I can't hear anything here in the studio, so it's like if I hear a wind run or power shot, I don't know what's going on.
We have no idea what just happened.
We're handicapped as hell, but
yeah, Darkseer probably went low from jungling, and he's gonna try and fight Havos here, but Havos with that Mango, poor Manchu, and he still has the Salve to actually get back.
He'll be able to heal up just fine. Does it right there. But look at this. ESM's thinking about coming in from behind. Get a good lift from under the tower here.
Darkseer has backup behind. Darkseer has backup.
Here comes backup, but it's going to be coming too late. Darkseer should go down. Crit shows up now, gets a dual breath off, but only going to connect on the PSM, and Crit's thinking about making a move onto him.
He looks like he's in trouble. The Desolate is doing so much damage.
It really is. Crit's going to have to walk back and away, and there's not enough mana for the dagger. Had it now, but not at the time.
That is why there's so much damage. Look at his skill build. 2 dagger and 3 Desolate, so he didn't get dispersion.
Nope.
I was like, why is he dealing so much damage?
It's Vos for you. Hefty right click. It paid off for him earlier being able to take down that Darkseer. So Nico hoping to scout out maybe a courier sniper, some moves here on the mid lane. We'll have to wait a bit. Dendy's still at level 4. Looks like it's about the same here for Big Daddy. Dendy actually has a slight edge as far as CS, but the big breadwinner of this early game so far is still Miracle here. 30 and 17.
Everyone doesn't have good CS apart from
Miracle. He's the only one who's kind of like, I'm playing my own game here. No one's really pressuring me, and I know I don't have to worry too much about Funix, so I'll just do as I please. No problem. I imagine that once he gets to that level 7/level 8, has call down ready to go, he might leave the party. For now, though, just eats a fissure and he'll step back.
Yeah, when you get that level 6, you always want to have a TP to... I imagine when he gets level 6 or maybe level 7, you TP to the Spectre lane to get a kill on the Spectre. That would be the most worthy kill for your first call down, I think.
Oh, hell yeah. Will he get that kind of opportunity, though? I'm not too sure. Oh, top lane, there's action breaking out. Can't hear it, but Miracle's going to get thrown back. Call down does end up dropping. PSM could lose his own life here. He's committing in. Rocket Barrage mitigated a bit between the creeps, and he will finally get the kill. It's a double for Miracle. At that same moment, Jakiro's going to be going down. Miracle still alive and well. Alone at the bottom. They are going to get that Jakiro grab, so it's a split apart here. 2 supports go down. Rotation from Sonika to come up to this top lane. Fissure's going to connect, and look at this. Oh, the left lingering illusion there from Havos does a little bit of work, but now Havos eats a big Rocket Barrage. Miracle very low, not low enough. Oh, they can't get him down yet. There it is. Shuriken Toss comes out from Soniko. Will clean up the Gyrocopter. NaVi will settle the score there and push themselves ahead now 5-3.
Wow, Havos got really scared there because he didn't have vision, so he doesn't know if there's any more extra heroes coming in from behind. So he was playing really safe there, not going in for that dive. But eventually, they still got the kill on the Gyrocopter with the Shuriken Toss, so all is still well for them. But right now, Monkey Business looking in a much better position because they managed to get the last couple of kills on the top lane, even though the Gyro died, but he got 2 kills right on the Shaker plus the... Was it the Rubik or the Bounty Hunter? I can't remember, but he got 2 kills on the top lane in exchange for that.
Looks like he's building up in towards a Helm of the Dominator for now.
Interesting though, he's going for a much greedier build.
Oh, poor Phonic though. Still only a stout shield, not even boots yet. 300 gold. He is starved, and he is hoping to kind of get back into the grind here.
Yeah, we talk about the Gyro wanting to become more aggressive and more participative in team fights, but he's actually going for like the more farming build. You know, he wants to just go the Helm of Dom, have that lifesteal, and just keep stacking ancients to secure his own farm here in this game. Interesting deviation from what we actually talk about. And they're gonna need to give a lane to Soneko soon to get his level 6.
For now, he's just like gonna create his own bit of space here, keeping crit back, but obviously doesn't really have a target to work with, and until he gets his track, Bounty Hunter doesn't really seem like a very big threat at this point because a lot of targets are very, very tricky to take down on the side of Monkey Business until he gets that extra gunpowder here.
Radiant's top tower
PSM's going to be floating around the bottom lane, it would appear for now, but NaVi still just kind of hoping to get a bit more going for themselves in this laning stage. Vos has Haunt ready to go, but outside of that, there's no real team fight ready to play yet. This is just that still fragile phase where we still have these supports trying to build up in those level 6s. And then fireworks are going to start dishing out here, especially from the side of Monkey Business with their ridiculous team fight. Miracle just continues to farm up. He's going to have this Helm of the Dominator very soon.
Yeah, if you talk about like momentum, their momentum relies on the Beastmaster getting kills, you know, running around. I think they're gonna maybe do that soon with a smoke once. I think Darkseer was clearing the camps before this. They had some stacks for Darkseer to clear out, so he's really close to the mag. I imagine the next timing for them is you get the mag, Then the Darkseer smokes with the Beastmaster, so you have the Iron Shell on the Beastmaster to get kills. And that's when you look to maybe place a ward down as well in the opponent jungle to scout the Spectral farming and try to get a kill from that off.
Trying to make it go on to Big Daddy here. There's the pullback, but he turns around. Primal Roar onto Dendi. Dendi gets a shackle, but now Dendi's under the gun. Dual Breath, Liquid Fire. He's slowly getting burned to a crisp, and he goes down. Havost even committing in, trying to use that extra Desolate damage to chop through Big Daddy. Is going to be able to bring him down. He eats a Dual Breath. He'll have to retreat out. PSM and Sonico trying to get a cleanup themselves, but Sonico's very frail here. Has to be careful. Eats the Liquid Fire. Pullback comes out from PSM, but they just don't have enough to really chomp through the extra bit of damage. Ends up just being the Dendi for Big Daddy trade. Vos is going to have to head all the way back to base to heal up.
It's actually much better for Monkey Business that trade because they had to expand the Horn for that.
Yep.
And Hovos didn't get the last hit on the kill.
Miracle.
And Miracle was farming. So at the end of the day, that trade was very favorable for Monkey Business.
Certainly so.
So we see the bounty actually trying to scout out for the stacks. Unfortunately, I believe Darkseer, because we couldn't see, but I think Darkseer cleared out the stack before that. Yeah. Just based on minimap observation.
I see Miracle here, but he can dance with him a bit. But Miracle, what if he does a blind call down?
That was so risky.
Yeah, it's like, what if he just kind of like rocket barrage, quick blind call down? Luckily, no detection on him or anything. So Nico.
So right now, both teams will be looking to get vision done. I imagine with smokes.
Yep.
So okay, we see a smoke from the Lich and the Darkseer here coming in. So they want to place vision into the maybe enemy jungle or behind towers. But they already have one vision here, one ward down near the tower here for Monkey Business on the tier 1.
Yep. Havos doesn't like this.
He's really scared.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like this. I gotta get the hell back. He is able to finish off his urn. But nope, now they see Sonico. They got a dust for him. They got a roar for him. The axes come out, and Sonico will be taken apart. Fly's going to grab up that one. Your bounty hunter.
He has 3 wards with him as well. So that is all the vision that NaVi has.
Yep.
He really needs to place them so Hovos can actually feel safe when he's farming. And we see the smoke. Well, this is actually really weird though, because the smoke, they smoke, but the wards is with the bounty, not with the Rubik.
Oh, but they're in a good position here. They're going to see Miracle. Can they make it work? Shackle connects onto the little golem. They unleash the focus fire. There's going to be the lift. There's going to be the kill.
Hovos gets the last hit this time.
Yep. Hansen commits. The 3 of them are going to be able to get a little bit of that purse as the rest of Monkey Business pressure out this mid lane here. NaVi just thankful to kind of get another kill on their side, even though they're ahead 7-5. Monkey Business still in a bit of firmer grasp in this early game.
How many levels does the Jakiro have now?
Jakiro is now up to level 8 here, pushing.
So he still doesn't have Ice Puff. He's just focusing on getting more points in the nuke, and obviously maxing Liquid Fire is a must.
He should, I mean, maybe he's just...
Because we were talking a lot about the combo, right? The vacuum into the Ice Puff. It's why they drafted the Jakiro and the Darkseer together.
I have to get Ice Path first, but I suppose you also need to get more levels in the vacuum for that anyways.
Yeah,
it's level 1, so you have time to work with.
You have to sync both the spells together at the same time.
Yeah. Become one with the DotA spells. So Nico is like, I'm going to walk up this hill, no problem. Oh my god, they got dust, they got nukes, they got damage, I'm dead. So Nico goes down, pings it out. That was a frustrating ping right there, I could feel it. He's just trying to get out there, as you said before, and just place he still holds 3 wards. NaVi are in the dark. Let's look at their vision. Yeah, they can't see anything. This makes him very scared. Even Phonic, who's just inches out from the tower.
Phonic might be in trouble.
Yeah, doesn't realize he might be in big trouble. Dual
Level
breath.
1 vacuum.
Oh, steps back. There's the lift. Oh, puts him right under the tower into an Echo Slam. They might get this Darkseer, and they do. Double rotations come in. One will be canceled out. NaVi are able to get at least 1 brief snag, and will drop down the Darkseer. Cheeky play from them. Nice little catch on the move.
So overall, the last couple of minutes, Hovos still manages to get a good amount of farm. He's up to like 4.4k net worth, so he's just 1k behind the Gyro. I mean, as long as you actually keep in pace in farming, and even though you fall behind, it doesn't matter if you fall behind because Gyro is going to farm faster than Spectre. It's just about not falling too much behind that. The Radiance timing comes around 20, 21, 22. It's fine for Hovos if he's actually able to get it around that mark. And Gyro becomes a lot weaker when they have the Radiance on the Spectre at that time.
I'll be convinced once the Radiance is picked up. We got a long game ahead of us for
He actually bought a lot of small items.
Yeah.
He went back for the urn.
Yeah. Does make the build up for the Spectre take a bit longer. And I don't know if Navi can afford that time quite
Yeah,
yet.
so maybe now 21, 22 minutes might be difficult.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he built so many small items.
We're talking about by then, there's just going to be a ridiculous team fight put together. The vacuum levels are.
I mean, if he
coming
gets a lot
online.
of kills in a team fight, it's still possible.
Oh, yeah. There's always that if. But now with mech ready to go, being able to burst through this monkey business lineup is not going to be as easy. But
Is Lich building a medallion? Because what I can see their plan is they want to get a pick off, they want to put bots down, and they want to get Roshan at some point. Because Beastmaster, you have the Necrobook, you have the Inner Beast, you want to actually make the play and then go for objectives. Like you either get bots down or you get the Roshan. So at some point they need to use their lineup to get that advantage.
They want to go for Havos. Big Dad going to lead in. There's the Primal Roar now. Do they have enough burst to follow it up with? They certainly do. Fly steps in, gets a nice little Nova Blast. And Havos will be slain.
So a very, very important kill.
Yep.
There. And if you look at the vision for NaVi, finally they have 2 wards up,
But
but
they're very aggressive.
very aggressive wards, which
Yeah.
is something that I'm not so sure.
Counters the playstyle they're going
Yeah,
for.
because
Like,
they
you
have
should stall out and get defensive wards.
They have to be helping Hovers with the vision so he feels safe to farm though. I mean, it's good to have aggressive wards, but in this game I feel their situation in particular requires the wards to be much more defensive, so Hovers can actually sniff out all the wards.
Dropping a call down here as he sees a TP. Helps him secure that tier 2. Navi's trade is only taking that tier 1 at the top lane. Then he will pick up that tower and he gets closer to his Agnum Scepter, but as we were just talking about, their true dark horse is Havos on the Spectre, and if he doesn't feel safe farming even under his own tier 1 tower, then something is not right.
PSM has actually a very useful steal here. He got the Iron Shell before, so he was using it to push out the lanes to buy time for their team to actually farm up. So he's gonna want to get another spell now since it's gone.
Jakiro has
So
a Yules.
finally 1 level in Ice Path.
Yeah.
The combo is still not that strong though because it's just level 1 Ice Path. Ideally you want to have at least 2 or 3 points so you can actually lock them down for a decent amount of time for your Macropire and your dual breath to actually do a lot of damage. So even though he got the use at a really early time for support Jakiro, but it's still not that scary yet because he still has only 1 point in the Ice Path.
Still feel that Navi are the team that's going
That's
to be a
a
bit
big career
handicapped
kill.
here. Yeah, so
Is it
Nico
the Yasha?
gets the catch, and
Yep.
it's the Yasha that was belonging to Miracle. Going to be taken away. And it was funny because I was just going to get ready to criticize Soniko a bit because it felt like this bounty hunter,
that deep ward,
you know,
scouted the
that's
career.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough. Quickly, Monkey Business just kind of move into Navi's woods, and it's like,
I
that's
mean,
fine, we'll just take this over.
That's actually quite a significant pickup because Yasha is his farming tool, so it essentially slows down the Gyro's farm by a good amount of time. Because with the Yasha, he's able to move faster from camp to camp and farm a lot quicker.
They got Yule's Ice Path. Is detection coming in.
level 1
Flies
Ice
on the
Path.
way with the dust.
Level 1 Ice Path.
There's the vacuum back, but he doesn't catch him with the dust. So Nico's going to be fine.
If only he had more points.
Dire's top tower is
3.
under attack.
Not enough.
No, I mean the Ice Path.
Oh. Yeah, the lockdown was decent, but not long enough to
Dire's
get Fly
structures
close.
are
Oh, meanwhile,
fortified.
Dendi, though, using this Focus Fire. Trying to chunk down this tier 2. We'll bring in the extra penny for Navi. Nice little grab. They'll take every bit they can get. We look back to Havos to trying to be the insurance policy here. Over 2k gold now, but
If
still has a way to
he-
go.
If he doesn't die anymore, it's still possible for him to get around 21, 22.
Mhm.
It's still possible at this rate. They need to make sure that they protect him and give him vision. Oh no, another sentry bot for the bounty. This is just not his day, yeah?
I'm going to be sneaky here. Uh-oh.
Well,
Firm's
oh,
back. There's
oh.
going to be the haunt, though.
Okay, maybe
Committing
not.
In. Top lane, actually, where they're going to get the quick snag on the Big Daddy while they go for the tier 2. We keep focus here on the bottom, though, as Darkseer.
He missed the vacuum there.
Yeah. It's a track, and now he's going to be a bit frustrated with this. And Navi are able to get another one for themselves. They're up to 9-7, but we look at the net worth. It's still in favor of business. Not by a whole lot, about 2,500. And Havos continues to creep closer and closer towards that Radiance here. Dendi, though, able to pick up his Agnum Scepter Winter. That's a big boost for him, and they have a double stack to work with.
Not the fastest hero to farm the double stack.
No, not at all.
You have
Maybe
to
if he had a Maelstrom or something, but he doesn't have anything
you
like
have
that.
to focus fire the bigger creeps and start from there. But right now they have sort of secured some sort of like vision finally on their own jungle. Sonic, I think he got spotted placing that ward because there was already a dire ward there earlier. Am I right?
Not right now. There was earlier.
Yeah, I think he actually might have got spotted, so I'm not sure though, because I can't really see.
Got that bird.
But now the dagger comes up for the Rubik and the Darks here. And okay, Roshan time as well.
Necro level 2. Big Daddy holds a haste rune here. Has Primal Roar, and maybe they feel confident with taking a fight, or at least just going for the Roche. See if they can draw NaVi out from the dark.
Yet on fly? No, he actually didn't go for the medallion. So, this is actually going to not be as fast, but
Where's that Yasha?
it's still in the career.
Is he still dead?
Yeah, it's still dead.
No, he's alive now. Get it out there. Don't wait a bit. They start Rocket Barrage and chunking down this Roche. It's about half of its life. Ping's slowly coming out here, but Soniko is, I don't know, got to be a bit nervous to come around the
They
pit.
should
There's a
know
sentry
what's
down.
going on because
Yeah,
the
they do.
ward's actually
Yeah,
spotted
and
it.
plus Fly's tracked, and he's, what's that Lich hanging around the river for? Soniko better be careful here. He's going to potentially walk into vision. Does get the ward down, but he will lose it. Do they commit for Soniko? No. They're going to head elsewhere here. Is it on? Oh, hold on. Fissure out. Big shackle connection on the Big Daddy. There's going to be the echo, but a vacuum wall does come out. And Moon trying to hit him hard. Dendy going to get caught with the ice blast from behind. Crit's going to catch him with the dual breath. Dendy goes down. 2 all day from NaVi. I was just going to ask if Monkey Business should be using this Aegis and just going right for NaVi. And, well, NaVi's kind of just right in front of him.
Yeah, now the question is how much damage can you do before the Spectre gets his Radiance? You have to secure as much as possible because Spectre becomes a different hero when the Radiance comes online. So they will be looking to get as much towers as possible,
Yeah.
lay down as much vision, and I'm not so sure about going high ground yet because NaVi's heroes definitely have very good high ground defensive capabilities with all the spam spells they have, the Fate Bolt, the Power Shot, the Fissure. So I think right now the plan for Monkey Business is just to remove all the outer towers, place down vision, and see how things go from there.
Here they come, looking to restrict that farm from NaVi. If they can take out these outer towers, that means there's only limited places that NaVi can
Radiant's top
comfortably
tower
go to the
is
farm.
under
And
attack.
what little options there are to farm, they have to force it all on Funnick. Kind of leaves everyone else with not much to work with here. Looks like they're possibly going to be able to take down this tier 2 without much trouble. Even a mech help to store them up.
Radiant's top
And they'll swing
tower
back
has
out.
fallen.
NaVi kind of picking out the high ground, anticipating that Monkey Business are going to be having that very assertive vision here. You can see even Dendy feels like a little, mission to have to even go out and scout out the nearby jungle if it's safe to farm, because here's business again.
Yeah.
Mid lane with an Aegis on Miracle. Happy to kind of dangle him out in front and start sieging.
I think they need a pipe though this game to actually go high ground. I guess Moon Meander has to be the best candidate to get a pipe on. Even NaVi also could use a pipe because there's so much spell damage on Monkey Field.
Is it just to worry about the Earthshaker high ground defense for the pipe?
Yeah, I mean it's also because of the spam, right?
Radiance, yeah.
They're gonna push, they're gonna try and push, and they're gonna be always greeted by a power shot, a Fate Bolt, a Fissure. So having the pipe definitely will help them push high ground much better.
Dire's
So
bottom
I'm
tower
curious to
is
see
under
whether
attack.
the Darkseer chooses to go down that route because it's much more of a all-in play. You want to make sure that you get the most out of the current situation rather than going for maybe a bigger item like a Hex or Shiva. Pipe is just more of an all-in that you want to finish the game as well.
Oh, you want to get rid of our ward? ESM's in trouble. He's just trying to get that vision back here for NaVi, but here comes everybody. Even a Haunt now going to be committed from Pavos, but doesn't matter. Their little Rubik is going to be going down. NaVi going to be down a Haunt now.
Are they going to try high ground because there's no Haunt?
Uh-oh, Miracle. Showing it with his body language like he might want to here, Winter.
It's not going to be easy as well though because there's still Power Shot and Fissure. I'm not so sure, but we'll see. They should be able to do some sort of damage onto the tower, but pushing the racks, I'm not so sure if they can actually get the job done.
Miracle's going to start it off, though. Gets some little poking damage here on this tier 3. Gets some help from Fly. What level does he have this Frost Armor up to? Already level 3. This is big work, especially for someone like Spectre. There's going to be the dagger. He gets tracked up. Still has life on this Aegis here.
Radiant structures
And this tier
are
3 is going to be
fortified.
going down in just a moment, Winter. They even have the little liquid fire to slowly take it apart. NaVi just don't have much of an answer as it is right now. They don't want to be forced to use out this
Radiant's
Blink and
top
Echo
tower has
on an
fallen.
Aegis here. But Business have the time, and they're going to be able to start taking away these racks. Just a methodical gameplay. Blink now picked up on Dendy. It's going to be the early fissure. They're trying to time this one out. Deadly's going to commit the focus fire. We'll get caught up with an ice path. Miracle now committing in with a call down here. And going to be sapping away. Only homing missile is going to be stolen. They are going to take down the one set of racks. Range, very low, but the melee has been dropped, and that's all that Monkey Business wanted, and they're out of here.
That actually became so costly, losing that Rubik, because with the Rubik alive, that would have not been possible. Because they would have taken so much spam from the Rubik as well. So you could see they were already, even though there was only 4 heroes, they were really taking so much spam from the other heroes. So if the Rubik was alive, that would have not happened at all. So right now they have the Radiance completed on Phobos, 24. So it's still not the end of the world losing 1 melee Rex, because you have Spectre. You should be able to still win a fight later on, as long as you don't fall too far behind. So I don't think you should count NaVi out yet. It's still possible for them. If they land a good Echo and Spectre haunts in, cleans up everyone, so they do have the damage to actually win a team fight.
But Monkey Business and their supports are also just getting so rich at this point. Their team fight looks ridiculous. Fly's already sitting on 1k in reserve. We saw the pickup here. Crit bought a Blink Dagger, which is now going to be snagged up.
Yeah, good initiating tool for him, so he can actually make a first move if he sees the Earthshaker. I think Shaker would be one of the biggest targets that he wants to catch up with his use Ice Puff combo to actually remove the team fight potential. Because Navi's biggest team fight is on Funnick, the Echo Slam, the Blink Echo. So if they can actually remove him out of the equation, the team fights becomes easy for Monkey Business. So they would be looking to target down the Earthshaker as fast as they can in a team fight.
Miracle has his BKB now complete, a fresh and shiny 10 seconds to work with, and they just continue to take the majority of this map and farm. And Navi's still kind of being corralled at this point, Winter, like little sheep. Can't really go out very far. So Nico is leading out like he wants to get something done, but this bounty hunter...
There's a gem though, he has to be very careful when he's running too far out of the map. And I talked about during the draft where the bounty needs to secure vision by running around to track people, but with the early gem and the level 3 Necro book, things is so difficult for him to actually do his job.
That gem is on crit. Pretty close. Not
so
close
they
enough.
have only 1 ward on the map right now for NaVi near the Roche pit.
Yep, right here.
This vision is not so helpful now since Roshan is still not alive.
So saw Miracle got that bounty rune. That's a lot of intel right there.
Yeah, I guess seeing the gyro would mean that probably the whole team is down there. So they are feeling safe right now because they saw the gyro.
They're pinging out like they want to go towards the top lane and maybe split pressure a bit.
They want to send Hovos as far away from the fight as possible, so he gets to choose to come at the last moment. So right now we see all of Monkey Business side gathering at bottom. How many heroes are bottom? Can we see 3 heroes? No. Ideally you want to wait for the next Aegis before you actually try to make another high ground siege. That is the safest play, however. But right now they have BKB completed on Gyro.
Yeah.
And they have Necro 3, they have Mech. But they still don't have the pipe, right? I'm not sure what the Ducks are went for.
You want Greaves, finish up the Greaves recipe in the meantime.
The Greaves,
yeah.
So if they wait for the next Roshan, I mean, if he wants a pipe, he's going to get it at the next Roshan. So right now, Monkey Business, they want to use their freshly completed BKB on Miracle to try and siege.
What they don't know is Big Daddy's creeping in, gonna get off the roar on the TSM. Return fire from Funnick, gets off a decent echo, but it's not gonna be enough as Miracle will shrug it off with a BKB. Funnick is annihilated, and he is out. 50 seconds, does have a buyback. Verbose now even caught out in the Ewells. Walls laid down, Miracle with a swift double kill. Buyback's going to be forced out from Havos. Nice fissure block, though, from Funnick. Miracle's going to be blocked into trouble. And look at Monkey Business go down 1 by 1. It's going to be a full team wipe here for NaVi. What a hell of a hold. Costs them a bit with the buybacks, but it seems to be just worth it. And they're going to get a gem. This is a huge morale boost right now for NaVi.
They used 2 buybacks or 3? Was it 2?
They used 1 on Havos, 2
Didn't they
with
use
Funnick. Funnick and Havos.
Funnick as well. So it was still a heavy price, but I think worth it, like you mentioned, because they get the gem as well. That's why I was thinking the safest play was to get the road. It's respawning in 1 soon already, so obviously they don't know it's 1 minute, but obviously the safest play is to just get the Aegis on the gyro before they actually do that. So I was actually kind of surprised they actually went for it, even though they are really strong, but the buybacks there you have to always account for. The Spectre buyback is one of the strongest buyback in the game if you haven't used your horn apart from the Storm Spirit buyback. So that was what actually won them the game. I think Hobos made a really good call. Shaker already died at the start of the fight, so he knew that he needed to go up front to actually draw attention and uses his buyback to maximum efficiency there.
And now he's going to be in a bit of a prettier position, nearly 1,800 gold
Probably
saved up. Do you tank up here at this point if you're
Probably go
Havost?
for, I think, Manta or Heart. I think Manta is also really good. Anything that allows you to be much more survivable in the fights, so would be really nice. I mean, I don't think they really lack damage, as you see in the last fight. They totally, if you get the right opening, they totally chase down everyone. So they just need everyone to be much more tanky, so you survive the initial burst from the vacuum into the ice path and the cooldown. So if you survive the first combo, the drawn out fights will be more or less likely to be won by NaVi because they have the spectrum.
This time though, Monkey Business will have an Aegis here. So if Monkey Business decide to take this Aegis and go for another quick push, do NaVi still kind of have that amount of spunk? They won't have the buyback this time. They'll have the Haunt, they'll have the
They
Echo.
need to rely the buyback on maybe Dandy. I think Dandy is the next buyback. Because I feel that they might actually need to rely on another buyback to actually hold their racks here. So Dandy should be the one saving for that, I know. Dandy and maybe the Rubik as well. Two of the heroes. I think as long as you have 2 buybacks, you should be fine against what Monkey Business have here. Do they have the Demon Edge on Gyro, or he just has the double Gyro?
He just has the double javelin for now, it looks like. I look at the creep, still only got a smoke, so still has a ways to go to finish out the MKB. But bottom lane, he's actually up in arms with Havost. Drops the call down. Havost is in trouble. Havost is dead.
How did he actually get the solo kill?
Oh
my god.
Man, lift pullback here. Miracle is still ready to go swinging. These creeps, though, are going to be able to mitigate a lot of the damage from Rocket Barrage.
How did he actually... He just ran up, dropped a call down,
Yeah,
and got probably a Sage proc, and just finish him with a Rocket Barrage.
Lands will block him back, but that's just maybe Havost
They need to
taking
push out
too
the
tough of
creep
a
wave.
fight, one that he was not ready for.
Man, I totally did not expect that to happen.
I didn't either. That's why I wasn't even looking. Couldn't hear the poor thing, but does go down. PSM's going to be stealing the dual breath here. I don't know if he can use it enough to stop this push because Miracle's already on the high ground, and yeah, they have 40 seconds with no Spectre. We'll have the Haunt on her return, but this could be potentially a Rax to go down here. Miracle's easily going to be able to chunk through this tier 3.
Oh no, they
They're
didn't
well
kill the
spread.
creeps.
Ooh, Big Daddy blinking in. Doesn't commit the Primal Roar.
Oh my god, they missed all their spells. They're not killing the creeps. They're not stopping the push.
Yep, the tier 3, it's done for. 20 more seconds till Havost is back. Business are still committing in for this one. They're even going to Guardian Greaves up. Rax is now exposed, and Necro 3 going to town right now. This melee Rax is in huge trouble. NaVi, still no answer. In 7 seconds, they'll have something. Do Business pull back? They're trying to. Miracle, though, is going to be blocked off. Is Havost going to commit the Haunt once he comes back to life? No.
Safe discipline play there.
Have to let him go.
Getting the melee racks, Spectre revives, just back off.
Yep.
No chances taken after what happened the last time around. So I'm actually feeling good for them. They actually realized that they are not in such a huge lead as they expected. They were so confident the last time they did the push.
Yeah.
But this time around, they are taking things much more carefully. And they realize that if they lose one more fight like that, the game would just become really hard for them to deal with the Spectre. And Havost is actually opting to go for a BKB.
Looks like it, unless this is
Oh,
some
this
sort
is
of value SMY.
Very
build up.
unusual on the Spectre to go for a BKB. SMY...
They have so much lockdown, you think, probably with just like the Yules set up and
yeah, maybe a sort of-
vacuum throwing him around.
He probably is thinking that he gets kite around too much by the Jakiro's slow and also the ice armor
Yeah.
and the Nova from the Lich. So he wants to get that BKB so he can actually move freely in the fight.
Go the browsing out.
It's not something you see too much from Spectre though, because you just want stat-based item, HP. Oh no.
Oh,
Havost
Havost not going anywhere. Tries to TP. There's a Primal Roar. There's a Chain Frost. There's a Macro Pyre. There's a death. Havost is going to be dropped.
There
Good
is-
catch out from the 3 here.
There is
Monkey
only
Business.
death.
There is only death.
That sounds so morbid.
Well, the game is looking pretty morbid here for NaVi at this point, though. Even though the score 15-15, that's going to be another takedown of Havost. Mid lane Miracle, the true powerhouse this game.
And the last time they had to hold on for what 40 seconds or 50 seconds. This time they have to hold on for less. They should be able to do it. Oh, nice feature block.
Yeah.
Do they have a 4-star to get him out of trouble?
Yeah, he doesn't have
Oh,
a
there we-
crazy amount of time on
there
this
we go.
Aegis here.
You see the pipe on the darts here now.
Yep. They're popping everything off. Miracle still holding on to that first life. Tier 3 is going to be going down, and now the melee racks under huge trouble here. They're going to get a nice shackle lead in from Funnick. Decent Echo Slam, trying to burst down at least crit. Miracle could lose his first life, but he's able to quickly burst down Sonico with it. Now the call down, the second life to fly out here. Still haven't taken the racks, but Miracle looking to finish it off. Will get the melee ones down.
Radiant's middle
Turns a 180 and steps
They
back
should be
outside the
backing
face.
off right now. They
Yeah.
should be backing.
Havost is back now. He's going to commit the haunt here, Winter. They better hope they can get something out of it. They're on the retreat. Havost is not going to get any sort of catch, and they turn it back around. PSM and Dendi both go down, immediately annihilated. Miracle's going to get both of those, and now looks for Havost. Havost has no way to turn around at this point. He's just trying to get a hold of Crit. Crit will be dropped there, assisted from Funnick, but they lose Havost again, and that is game, Winter. We are done. 34 minutes in. Monkey Business sweep NaVi 2-0. NaVi are going to be pushed down into that lower bracket. Business.
Back in business.
They're looking good.
They did lose a couple of series last week or so. Not
Yeah.
doing too well, but this series, however, was really convincing from them. A slight couple of hiccups in this game. I guess just one hiccup. The bottom push.